Well, good morning, tubes. Bruce Pender here. BTH version 1. Bruce the Handyman version 1 is a handyman never does the same thing twice. Well, today we've got a lawnmower that attacked me. I'll just show you it. What happened was when you pull the rope, it looks like it's backfiring or something inside the cylinder, and it's pulling the rope back at an incredible speed. It wraps the cord around everything and knocks your hand. I got bruises on my hands. So anyway, this is what I think it is I'll show you when we get the motor apart, but I'll just let you have a look at the mower. And this is actually a fairly common thing for Tecumseh mowers, especially the big 6 horsepower ones. So let's just have a look. So that's it. Craftsman, 20-inch, 6 horsepower. So when you pull this rope, you squeeze the brake or the bail, and then pull this rope. It backfires so hard that it's dangerous, actually. So we'll get it up on the hoist and we'll have a look at it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the gas tank off with these 3 bolts. They're 5/16, and then we'll take the shroud off the top of the motor. I call it the shroud. It's the rewind housing or whatever. So now we've got the gas tank off. We're going to disconnect the spark plug so the engine doesn't start, although it won't start. Aha! Time for a close-up. Okay, right here is the groove in the flywheel. And you'll see right there, if we can get right in there, I don't know if we can or not. Right there is the actual remainder of the flywheel key, and that little, that little tiny little groove is supposed to line up with this. So that's what's happened, is this flywheel key has been sheared off. So we'll come back when I'm ready to take the flywheel off. Alright, tubes, this is the way I would normally take the flywheel off. I've tied the brake handle so that the brake is off, and you know that's how you start the mower, is to squeeze this down and tie it. I hope you can see up here like that. And then I pry down on this bar and I take my air chisel with the point and I squeeze it on here, and I pop this. The constant wiggling motion or hammering motion of the air chisel will vibrate this flywheel off. But you probably don't have one of these at home. So now the purists don't like this, but this is how you would do it if you didn't have an air chisel. I'm going to push down on the bar. Excuse me. And I'm just going to tap on the top, which is the actual crankshaft of the motor. Now, like I said, the purists don't like this because they say you can damage the motor, but To me, it's already damaged, right? And if this doesn't work, then I'll use the air chisel. Hey! There's no take two on YouTube. So now we'll just go see what we've got. So the flywheel is ready to come off. It's caught by the magnet there. And look at that. There's the sheared off flywheel. And here's the other piece right here. Excuse me, I had that in my mouth. Oop. So that should be one piece. So that's a broken one. And this is one that's not broken. So this piece that you see coming down like that was sheared off by the flywheel when they hit a chain or something like that, a log or a stump or a whatever. They hit something bad. And now we're going to repair it with this one and stick it back in. Cool, eh? That little $2 part, a lot of lawnmowers end up in the dump because of this $2 little part. Sorry, I can't speak, never could. So now we're just going to set this in here like that. Yeah. So anyway, we'll get this set up. I think it goes like the skinny part to the top, if I'm not mistaken. Like that. And then you line the keyway in the flywheel up with that little guy there. And now, that's what it's supposed to look like once this is tightened back down, once the nut and all that is tightened back down. You have to make sure you get the bevel on this washer, get the bevel up. And we'll just tighten it up and then I'll come back and we'll have a look at it. I'll take this off again and we'll see what the flywheel key looks like after. Okay, tubes, this is what the top of the flywheel looks like once it's reassembled. And I'm just going to take this back off. Pardon me. I'm just going to take this back off again, and we're going to have a look at the finished flywheel key and how it looks. So now you can see that the little flywheel section is flushed and in properly. That's all there is to it, right there. Okay, tubes, I'm just doing a little bit of general maintenance. I changed the oil in it. I sharpened the blade and it had a big chunk out of it. That's why the flywheel key was broken. I put the hood back on just like you saw me take it off. And now I'm putting the gas tank back on. It slides into two guides right here, underneath here and here. And I'll just do a couple of checks and we'll start it up, and if it runs we'll put a new air filter on it. Okay, I'm going to put a little clean gas in it. I don't endorse anybody, but I do like liquid wrench. About 600 milliliters in it. Perfect. Alright, so we don't have an air filter on, we just have to remember that. like to do stuff while it's on the lift because it's easier on my back. No parts left. Give it about 6 of these. Now the last time I did this, it just about broke my wrist. We'll come back in a few minutes after it's run for a while.